रुक्मिणी सत्यभामा जाम्बवती कालिन्दी नग्नजिती मित्राविन्दा लक्ष्मणा भद्रा
Hi. So this stamp which you just now saw on your screen, this was released by the Indian Postal Department in 1982 to commemorate the 9th Asian Games which were held in Delhi. So after this stamp came out, there was a wee bit of controversy that maybe the two characters in the stamp had been reversed, because it shows that Krishna is hitting the eye of the fish and Arjuna is standing watching him. So I was intrigued to think that could such a huge mistake have been made. So as usual, I decided to do a little digging. So first we look at the Mahabharata, where it describes the Swayamvara. So when Drishtadyumna leads his sister Draupadi into the Swayamvara hall, where all the kings are assembled and the Pandavas are also there hidden as Brahmanas, at that time Drishtadyumna says, I'm going to read it again, forgive my pronunciation. He says, Idam dhanur lakshyami me cha banaha shrinvantu me bhupatayaha sametaha chidrena yantrasya samarpayadvam sharaihi shitairvyoma acharaihi dasharghaihi, which basically means, he says, here, ho assembled kings, this is the bow, that is the mark, and these are the arrows. Shoot the mark through the orifice of the machine with these fine sharp arrows. There is no mention of having to shoot whatever is up there by looking at its reflection in the water. There is absolutely no mention of a reflection aspect. And when all the kings try, they fail, and finally Arjuna gets up. What it says here is, Vivayadha lakshyam nipapata tacha chidrena bhumau sahasati vidhvam tato antarikshe cha babhuva nadaha samaja madhye cha mahan ninadaha. Arjuna shot the mark and caused it to come down on the ground through the orifice, the machinery above it where it had been placed. So again, even when he shoots it, there is no mention or description of him having to shoot by looking at any reflection. So Arjuna never wins the Swayamvara by shooting by looking at a reflection. He shoots straight at the mark which has been placed above, except he has to shoot it through a certain machinery which possibly is revolving, and he has to find the vent through which his arrow can pass. But now let's come to the Srimad Bhagwatam. Krishna had 8 wives. One of his wives was Lakshmana. The way Krishna marries Lakshmana is through a Swayamvara. So here the Swayamvara description is that when Krishna goes to a Swayamvara, the test which is being placed for the suitors is that there is a fish which is up there, and each contestant has to try to shoot that fish by looking at its reflection in the oil placed below. So here in the Bhagavatam is where we encounter having to shoot at the fish by looking at its reflection in the oil. So when we come back to this stamp, we see that this dark viscous liquid in which that fish's reflection can be seen is actually oil, and this stamp is perfectly correct because Arjuna does not participate in that competition. Some folklore say that Arjuna knowingly misses the mark so Krishna can win it because he knows that Krishna loves Lakshmana. Just like the Yadavas and Krishna do not participate in the Swayamvara of Draupadi because Krishna knows that she is destined for Arjuna. So somewhere the friend is repaying the debt. So in that sense, Arjuna does not participate in this Swayamvara. Krishna does. He wins it by hitting the eye of the fish by looking at its reflection in the oil which has been placed below. The stamp is perfectly correct. I don't know why it was described as Arjuna shooting the mark. It should have been described as Krishna shooting the eye of the fish by looking at its reflection in the oil to win the hand of Lakshmana. Some food for thought.